Sarah Tishkov, and some others. I spoke to them, and I realized one thing. When I invited them to come down, I was told that it's political, that genetics should not be used for political political programs and intent. But I asked him one thing. You made a study called the Human Genome Project for 10, 15 years, headed by Mr. Collins. Now, when the study was going on, the Christian scientists all rose up and said the identity of the oldest DNA should not be released. And when they finished that program, we found a new project. We found Tony Blair and Bush say that they should not release the DNA, what is the oldest DNA, that will shape mainstream beliefs. So when I was speaking to Professor Patton, and he came up with, oh, it's political. I said, no, you are the ones who are being political with academia. You concentrate your studies, you misinterpret our history. And I said that, what is the problem of you coming down to show what is the oldest DNA and let us use that to unite? It was like, oh no, you will use it to segregate. I said, no, we don't need to segregate because we have 2,400 original African, which they call Niger-Congo language. We have about 500 in Nigeria. And we realized that in Southern and Middle Belt, we are related. Now, I will show you from the DNA samples. We realize that the oldest DNA and the way they form shows you and follows what linguists have always said, that all Africans divide out of Nigeria from the eastern border. Nigeria is the Bantu homeland, according to them. And when you say Bantu, you're talking of East and Southern Africa. Now, to me, and I'm going to look at it, there are only two groups in Africa. You have original Africans and you have Afro-Asians. Afro-Asians are those who have been mixed either in culture or in blood. Now, we now have DNA evidence to show, the DNA evidence spoken about from the president of the Genetic Society. We have about over 1,000 DNA samples from different groups. And when you now look at them, you can see how